Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. This is episode 730. And as you can see, maybe you can't, now you can, we have a really, really seriously taped up penny roll here. And you can see it's chock full of copper. The only question is, did I do this or did I buy it this way? I don't know. But these are the little things that make, here it go this way, that make penny roll hunting interesting. All right, I think we're going to go this way. All right, that should do it. And let's see. I don't know. I guess it could be usable, the wrapper again. I don't know. I got so, oh, wow. Okay. So there are quite a few copper pennies in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have at least 10 to 12 copper pennies here. So that's good. All right, let me move it over a little bit. I have to move the roll over for now on, because if I use the microscope, which I got for the channel, well, I guess we did get it for the channel because the my members and subscribers, supporters of the channel, are the ones who really got the microscope for the channel. So thank you to everybody who's helped support the channel. Special thanks to my members. I usually say it at the end, but since I was discussing that early, and if you're new here, welcome. This is a channel for basically for penny roll hunting, and we look at interesting. This is interesting. We look mostly for lesser known varieties and errors, and that's something that separates this channel from many other channels. I'm also using a handheld microscope now. That's something I never even knew about before, or I would have ordered this years ago, to be honest with you. So I've watched many other penny roll hunting videos, and I've never seen anybody use one before. I'm not saying nobody does, but I just never seen them. And I've been watching penny roll hunting videos for many years. Misaligned die, copper penny number 2. The other thing I'm going to start using soon is, well, I mean, when I say using soon, I mean, I don't really know how it's going to fit into the whole theme of the channel. But I will have available the cherry picker's guide soon, shortly. I don't know if I'm going to keep it on my desk. I don't know if I'm going to use it when I find something and then pause. It would really kind of break up the continuity of the channel. I use copper coins. I don't know if it's .com. I think it's .com. That's a nice shine. Oh, it's a nice shiny shield set. Oh, you can see the die clashes in between the columns. Very die clashy. Not strong, but definitely not super weak either. You can see what looks like to be polishing marks. Let's look at the front. 83. Yeah. You can see under his chin, there was probably there was probably really strong dye clash on here. You can even see if you follow his nose, you can see what looks like a line that could have been there from the reverse. Is it worth keeping? Hardly ever find dye clashes on the newer coins. I probably would keep that. It might be worth $1 or two. So I will be using the cherry pickers guide in some fashion. I'm not sure how exactly. I'm not familiar with it, so that's part of what I need to do is to get familiar with the book. Again, the real estate on top of my table is very, very limited. I show it all the time. It's one big mess of stuff, and it has my pens. Just has everything. Everything that I use has my pennies. They're right there. That's super convenient when I get up in the morning. I don't have to go looking for pennies. I bring my coffee to my desk, and I bring my coffee to the desk. I take my medication, my vitamins, mostly vitamins. I'm only on 2 medications. If I could get off of them, I would. But I've had high cholesterol for a majority of my life, and I tried to get it down with CoQ10 and all that stuff, and it never went down. And it got to the point where it's like, all right, if I don't start taking it, it could have some severe consequences on my health. So I take medication for my cholesterol. That's Compapain number 5. So that's my routine in the morning. And everything that's on my desk are things that I use, not everything, but a lot of things use on a regular basis. And a book is a pretty large object. I have no idea where I'm going to keep it, but I'll find a place to keep one book. Um, I have the Pocket Change, something a Pocket Change book. Never read it. It's a big book, and I guess I should have at least did some research into it prior to buying it, right? Because most of what I'm looking for are penny varieties. So those are the things I like to brush up on, or I have the most interest in, right? There's no sense in me buying a book that has like 50% of it's about, or even 75% of it's about other denominations, or 90%, and it has 2 or 3 pages on pennies. For that, I just go to the library and I photocopy it. That's a nice looking memorial. It's pretty shiny. But lesser known varieties are, right, because I talk about it, I say it, right, really the person who coined, as far as I know, that term, for me, I'm not saying that they invented it, but it's the first time I ever heard someone using that term, was Rob Fine's Treasures, because he doesn't look for lesser known varieties. He only looks for greater known varieties. Let's look at that. Let's look at the date under the, we get to use the 1x2 illumination. Let's look at the date. Might have to raise the illumination a little bit. It's a little dark, right? Let's raise it. The 3, this one jumps from 2 to 3. It's very, very bright. Let's see if that's too bright. See how bright? All right, that's all right. Okay, so the 4, see, now you can see it when I was looking at it through the camera. The I saw the little doubling on the date, and it really, you can't really tell through I couldn't tell through the camera, but now that I'm looking at it through here, you can tell that. You see on the 4, that's shelving, right? I could even go a little further in. Hey, you want to look at it really close? Where are you at? All right. So you see the little line on the side of the 4? That's shelving. That is a result of mechanical doubling. Now, and the same thing with, well, the little line in the middle that you see on the bottom, that could be, hopefully, not hopefully, but that's probably just damage. And then you can see the little shelving underneath it. Well, I got to be honest with you. So, all right, if you look at the tip of the 4 there, right? So on the tip of the 4, I'm gonna try to keep this still. Sorry, I'm gonna decrease this a little bit. Okay, that's just too bright for me. Okay, here you go. So on the tip of the 4, right? On the top, that looks like shelving, but I just realized that on the bottom, though, and if you look at the bottom of the bottom of the crosslet right there at the tip, that looks like doubling, and then on the bottom of the 4 there, that looks like doubling. See that there, right? On the bottom in the bottom left corner, that looks like shelving. The top of the corner, that looks like shelving, but below it, that looks like doubling. In the bottom of the down line, that looks like doubling. It looks different than the shelving. Here you can see both examples. You can see the shelving there on the tip, bottom left corner, and then under that, you can see what looks like doubling. Now let's look at the rest of the. I don't see it anywhere else. That's part of the issue. I don't see it anywhere else. Let's look at the Liberty. Sometimes on the L in Liberty, the bottom of the L. Oh, look at that. Holy crap. So that's what you now, I don't know if I'm mislooking at it, but the bottom of the L, you're always looking for that little line on the bottom of the L. And that really looks like it might have it. Now let's go to copper coins. If copper coins on the 1964D shows that little blip in the same exact spot. 1964D, 64D, 64D1DO. Okay, so I'll show you what copper coins has, because there are some things on copper coins. Okay, so what I was saying before is what we see on ours is we see some doubling. See, he's showing it here. We have that here and here. So what does that mean, just from looking at the first picture, is that there's virtually no way that this die that created this doubling and what we're seeing, if it is doubling, it's not the same die. Now, this is what I was talking about before. The little line under the L. Now, does ours look exactly like this? No, because ours, number one, it's not clean. But just to show you how little some of the, and this is why Rob Finds Treasures isn't interested in these coins. Let's say ours is extra fine 40. That's the value. He doesn't care about that. Most people don't care about that. This would have to be in almost, put it like this, MS65 grade for a 1964 Denver is probably worth $5 by itself, or $10. So it really, it adds almost zero, unless you're gonna add this to the value. It's weird. Okay, so let's keep going. Ours does not have this, any of that stuff going on. This looks more like ours, to be honest with you. The little actually when it's funny because when I saw this long line, I was like, man, ours doesn't look like a long line. Ours looks like a little tiny line here, and there it goes. That's this. And look at it. If this one's worth even less, it's worth well $1. They're both worth $1. Huh. This one has a little one too, but again, it's worth $1. Doesn't matter if it's the DDO004, the DDO005. They're both worth $1. You want to see what the next one is? Next page. DDO06 again. And this one has, again, has the line up here. It does have something going on here, but not the same. This one has the little blip here and the little blip. None of them are worth more than $1. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right, this one's worth $3, but it doesn't have the little line underneath here. Okay. So I started this episode off talking about lesser known varieties as an introduction to people in the channel, and even maybe people who've been here for a long time. You know, maybe you've missed the episodes where I do things like what I just did right now, the research on copper coins using the microscope and all of the handheld microscope and all of that. And it's funny, right? Because I can't see it there, but I saw it on the microscope, the little blip on the L. And that's really, it's got the looks like the D might be over polished also. So again, most likely a lesser known variety. Now the big question is who cares, right? And this is what we're going to get to. Number one, oh, that's a nice 2017 piece. Number one, I care, right? So that's why I do it. If I didn't care, I wouldn't do it. But I do care. And all right, so today we found a lesser known variety worth $1, right? But it's the skill. It's the skill involved in doing it. That's what's important. It's not the value of the coin, because one day I might find a lesser known variety that's worth $100, right? And then that's a big difference. And oh wow, too bad on the reverse. Too bad. Too bad. And that looks like it's oil damage, so it's soaking in. It'll never come out. Too bad. That's a beautiful 82 small date. Is that the first 82 we found? Was the other one 82? No. That's the first 82 today we found. Too bad. 99. No white AM. Either grease or over polished. One or the other. So no close AM. So that's why I do it. And that's really and really I didn't set out, right? When I developed this channel with the help of really my members, specifically my early members, Eric from Kenai Collectibles was my first member. He's still with me till today. I'm very thankful, and he really helped me to learn about the lesser known varieties and some of the greater known varieties, really, and the other a lot of other numismatic terms, which I didn't even know that the surface was called the field. He taught me little things like that. And it's though there's a little dye chip on it. You see the dye chip? Yeah, I'll hold on to that. It's nice condition too. It's a little dye chip. Those are types of coins that are worth $1, something like that. And and Sandra and Terry. And then we got some, I have some long-standing members. subscribers who've been with the channel for a long time, who I know their names. Otis is one. Um, Rosie Key is another. There are a few people who have smaller coin channels that they're also subscribers of the channel. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but when I see them, I recognize them. And but again, Rosie Key, Otis, and some other of the smaller, they've mentioned, oh, that, and I remember, right, they say, oh, that's this, that's that, and that's super centered. And it's funny that it's super centered. Look how dark the centering is on this. Too bad it's damaged, but the damage really allows you to see the contrast of the centering, the powder coat, right? That's a copper powder coat, and you could tell by the edges, right? And you could see the contrast. It's pretty cool. No value, but it's cool looking. And as a result of the assistance and the support in the area of numismatics that I've received from other people over the past couple years. For example, even the use of copper coins. Eric from Kenai Collectibles, he said, "Oh, check out copper coins." I went on copper coins. I saw copper coins live, um, and another die chip, another little die chip. It must be very common on the 2015. Where's the other one? Yep, two of them, both almost in the same place. I'm putting both 2015s. So, um, so even little things like that, right, have helped. And now, since I paid attention, I think I was at least an average student, right? I didn't do too good in school, except for when I got into graduate school. Undergraduate was like military. It was one of the hardest things I ever did in my life. Um, only with the support of the Lord, I swear to you, did I make it through my undergraduate. It was so difficult. I was going to one of, like, not an elite school, but probably one of the most difficult undergraduate. It's not a community college. It's just one whatever. There's every borough in New York has, right. There's City College, there's Brooklyn College, Queens College, and those are all. And out of all of them, Brooklyn College is like the most. They used to call it Little Harvard. Okay, I think so many famous people went to Brooklyn College, and I took psychology and So and the whole thing is that they're very known for their psychology department. Super, super, super difficult. I mean, I was on academic probation. I had to withdraw once. Um, you get 3 pass fail grades. I used all 3 of. I mean, it was crazy, man. And I graduated with a 3 point. I think I graduated with a 3.2 something, not quite a 3.3. And that's because towards the end of my was years 3 and 4, which took me. I think it took me 6 years to get my undergraduate in total. And that's with transferring. I went to another school for a couple years, so 4 years at Brooklyn College, 2 years at Pratt Institute. I transferred 60 credits from Pratt Institute, which helped me out tremendously. If not, I would have been I don't know if I would have made it. If everything didn't happen exactly how it happened, I don't know if I would have. My point is this: that I wasn't the best of a student, and but I tried really hard to learn here with with the people who helped me, again, Eric and my other members, um, Sandra, Terry, and then some subscribers. And I have the opportunity now to I use it. I use everything that I've learned. We have so many copper coins that we found in this video. I'm going to show at the end. We have to. I said 10-ish, 10 to 12. I think we have about 15, 16 down there. Another 2017 P. I probably will not put that with the other ones. That's pretty shiny. That's a nice looking Lincoln Memorial. I'll put that with, I guess, with that one. And it's because of all the, I don't know, I guess the hard work that I put into this channel and to learning, that I was able to do that small little clip that you saw when I was looking at the 1964 Denver, and I used the microscope, and I was already looking for the little line under the L, and then I went to copper coins, and sure enough, there was the little line under the L. That's super important. Learning those types of, the 60D, we found ourselves a variety. So many good pennies in this video. We got ourselves a lesson. No, we have ourselves well, it's a very known variety. It's brown. It's in good condition. Anyway, I'll show you how many copper pennies we got. So a big thank you, and of course, no white AM. A big thank you to all of those people who I mentioned, and to my members for supporting the channel, and for those long-standing subscribers for supporting the channel. And hopefully you found this video interesting. This is all the copper we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think 14 copper pennies. That's a lot. That's a lot of copper for, so that's 28% copper. I will do short videos on probably all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a couple of these. We got a couple in nice condition. If I had to put them up here, and we got that interesting sintered one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm probably not going to do those. Let's look for one more nice condition. I choose you. Okay. That's 10 copper pennies for our short videos. Put the rest of these away. Okay. Again, episode, and you see how long it goes, the episode, once you start getting into the weeds and I start getting off topic. Episode 730, and almost a half-hour video. Please click like and subscribe. God bless.